now you're walking around with a lifelong disease for being a homemonger, from sleeping from women to women, jumping from bed to bed. But all you gotta do is wait till you get married.
Marriage is honorable and all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
But they don't tell you that in church. They tell you it's okay to have a girlfriend, right? That it's okay. False lies, false hope, right? Tell you everything's okay. Go to time. Right? That you don't have to worry about nothing. All you gotta do is believe and have because we in grace. They say the grace is all you need. But what does grace do? Huh?
He says Israel
what is grace?
Is now the apostle.
Grace is the word that they give you, right? You said it's a word. So grace, so you go to a bank and get a loan and anything like that. They say, hey, we got to pay a bill. They say, I'll give you a grace period. Right? That means that one period you got to pay, but guess what? You got to pay later. Right? You got to pay it back, right? So you was getting in trouble now, they're like, all right, just a little slap on the wrist. They don't worry about it. They gave you a grace period. But if you do it again, you get a punishment for it, right? That is grace. Let me show you.
Titus chapter 2, verse 11. For the grace of God that bringeth salvation hath appeared to all men.
So the grace that's from God has appeared to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But what does grace do?
Teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust,
teaching us. Grace is to teach us something. Teaching us what?
Teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust.
Denying worldly lust, like having sex with your girlfriend, or having sex. Teaching us that denying these things does what?
Teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world.
We should live soberly and righteously in this present world. Right? So what does righteousness do? What is righteousness? How do you become a righteous person? By waiting till you get married. By keeping God's laws. Right? Righteousness.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25. And it should be our righteousness observed to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as He hath commanded us.
It will be our righteousness if we do all the law, like waiting until we get married. Right? Like doing those things. You said it yourself. Just wait. Otherwise you get the curse, the punishment for it. The diseases. Right? Read that again.
And it should be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as He hath commanded us.
Most High gave us commandments, laws, statutes, and commandments for us to obey. And these things will put us in better in society. Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. Alright? These things will put us above other nations. Why? Because we are observing Most High God, living like He told us to do. Right?
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all His commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Then we'll be set on high above all nations right there. For obeying His words. For obeying His words. Listen, wait until we get married. Right? Proving our girlfriend, proving that girl that you're talking to right now. Right? See if she's willing to keep God's commandments. See if she's going to obey God's words. Right?
We used to scream Black Power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone, 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.